So in this example, I will be creating a small page with a component with a small component that is with the table. So first of all, I will give you a small intro of the application. This is an SAAS project with React. So we use the combination of X and React for the front end, and for the backend we use the Laravel application. So we communicate back and forth using the API. So we have the backend and front-end components, but in this project we only use the backend. So this is the directory that we use the most. So in the configuration section, we have the different configurations that we use in different pages. And this is sidebar configuration. That's also sidebar items and so on and so forth. And in the front-end section, we have different standard components. We have header, there is footer, and there is sidebar that is used in multiple pages of the application. So we use it as we write it as a standalone component. So and after that we have the shared components. These are the main standard components that we use in the application. We use the form. We have created a custom form and that can be configured. And we have a table that also can be configured. So if we're taking a form, we can see there are. So pass the props and we use that props for identifying which type of fields are inside the form, and according to that we fill in the details dynamically. So we just pass the props and we just configure it on the fly dynamically using the uh, React framework. So that is a form, and likewise the table also has got different components like the header, body, and footer. So header has got its own configuration that we have set up. It takes in props, and also it also has a table options, which tells the table how what are the things that has to be displayed and what are columns would be there and how to display all this. So that's how the basic component works. And there are the different standard models that we use. There are forms and tables, and there are streamer and so on and so forth. These are the two main modules that we shared components that we use in the project. Then there is the shared modules. These are the code that we reuse in the application. We put it inside the shared modules table directly. In the pages section, we have the different pages. We treat every page as a component, and we write the code for each page inside this directory. So this is the add project product page. So has got the files associated with that, just like that. Manage distributors, manage channel partners, so on and so forth. So that's the basic uh, the architecture of the. So I will create a small page to display a table. To demonstrate the workflow, I will create a page called manage just, just execute this. I need a page to write the JS modules. So that's going to be the main JS file, and I need to write the business logic. So I create a file to write the business logic. And also I'm using Jotai, so I need an atom. So that is a file that contains atoms from Jotai State Manager. So I'll go to the manage just execute this file, and I will use a snippet. I have already created a custom snippet for importing components, so I can use that snippet for. So this is going to configure it such that it all the required modules are already available. So I'm going to use the table component. I just want to use the table component, so I'll just uncomment that, and I will keep the rest of the things as such. So I have imported the table component. I have to use the go to the business logic, and similarly I import the snippet for the business logic. So that is the business logic for the page. So I won't be using these components. So I'll uncomment that. I'm just using the table module. So I'll just uncomment that, and these are the configurations for table. I'll keep it for now, and this I won't be using because I will be using the action. So I just need to keep them. I will be exporting only the table states and table functions. So I will be exporting the only things related to tables. So that is configured, and now I will import data. So, so I will use a simple atom that is uh, that is already configured. So so inside this, we have already configured the snippet is already configuring the table. We are using the two variables, that is column list and table options, to configure that. So I am exporting that and using and importing it here and using it as props inside the table. And giving it a props, and it automatically fetches the data from this configuration and gets the data from the endpoint and populates that. So I don't have to write any code, just have to configure that. So right now it is configured to fetch data from fetch subscription. So it's going to take the subscription data and it's going to populate these columns. So let us run it and let's see how it works. Before that, I need to import the page. So I have to move to the page and so distributor. I need to create a page. So I will create a page. I will import the snippet. So I am importing the page. I import the page and I can add it to the config file so that can be dictated in the authorization. I'm using this config file in the authorization, so I have to set it up so that I can access when I log in through login as a distributor. So I'm putting it here. So everything is configured, so I can see if we can access the page. So that is the page. So this is the page we have set up. So we just don't have to write the code, but we just have to configure it. We just have to configure these variables in the logic section to populate the table. It automatically fetches the data from the endpoint that we supply and populates it in the table. So right now it is showing the subscription data, so data from pulling data from subscription. So if I want the configuration for executables, I can just go to the login and I can just import that configuration. I don't have to write the code, just have to supply the configuration. So that is the configuration. I don't have to add the actions. So that's a configuration change. Now I will refresh. There you go. That's the executive data. So it's going to fetch the data from that particular configuration, that is the executive table data, that from that endpoint, and it's going to populate to these columns. So I don't have to write any code. I just have to supply the variable. So if I want to delete one column or something, I can delete the column. And if I just refresh, it's going to get displayed. So similarly, I can create an add section, create an add module or something, just like this. So this is the workflow that I currently use. So we can use this component-centric development procedure, and we can easily import the components and configure it so that we don't have to write a lot of code. You just have to configure the components and give it as a prop, and it works. Similarly, just like the table, you can also do the add section like that, and also the other sections like this. So that is the walkthrough. That is the end of the walkthrough, and thanks for listening.